Good morning and welcome to today's pre-market video. Now in today's pre-market video we're going to cover the FInNifty. I will share what option buyers and option sellers should do. I hope all who watched yesterday's video had obeyed the trading plan I had shared. This is as for option buyers, it was spot on, as basically the resistance which I was highlighting as key constantly stopped the index and the high was only a mere 1 rupee away. So mid-cap Nifty literally performed as it expected. And for option sellers, the C's expired to 0, the P expired to 0, and without really any sudden moves. So it was a good day for anyone who watched the video, and as has been for most of the videos. Now, coming to today, on the news front, there is not much to cover. This is number one, the US markets are closed. All the important data, according to me, will be released on Tuesday and Wednesday for the global markets. So there's nothing really to cover today. And for when we look at the local front, yes, the Union Cabinet presser which was done, that has given some good news, as the government is going to spend a decent amount of funds on certain projects, but I believe that may affect the markets for 5-10 minutes at the open, but beyond that it's not going to affect the markets. So it's not something that we should dwell upon. The other news is relating to the regulator, and I think that is something that should be rather left untouched, as it is a dilemma that will go on to and fro, which no one can really judge exactly. Now coming to the FInNifty index, I will first take a look at the daily chart so as to give a gander at that. Now on the daily chart, if you look at it, I've popped the levels. In fact, let me cover the levels. We can see basically that all up moves have been getting killed at this zone, and we have again approached this zone. So how do I expect the trading session to go tomorrow? I will drop to 30 minutes now so I can explain in a more detailed manner. Now when I look at the FInNifty, if we see there's been multiple rejections of this resistance level. Now this resistance level is what I had also used in my last video on the FInNifty Expiry last week. So anyone can open that video and see that the two resistance levels on this video are exactly the same as that. Now 23,850 has been working on the FInNifty since then, and any up move has basically ended up going towards it and stopping. As we see, let's say yesterday, the FInNifty literally touched it and just got rejected. So how do I expect it to trade? Now I believe between 23,850 and 23,680, we are just going to continue a box range move, and this zone is going to bury option buyers especially, and it's going to be beneficial to option sellers. But when we think about how the open can be, now the global American market was not open to give us any cues. But what the capex expenditure which the government has announced yesterday in the Union Cabinet meeting presser, that can cause a bit of a positive open. So this expiry of FInNifty, I will be more of an option seller rather than option buyer. Now if you look at, let's say, the past 3 weeks of videos, or which I've done, if you have been watching constantly, you will see that sometimes when I say I'm primarily an option seller, and sometimes I say when I cover option buying and option selling in a very precise manner separately, where I am playing both sides. But I think in today's, I'll play only any upside move I would rather play as an option seller. Any downside move I can play as an option seller, as an option buyer. Why I say that? This is if you look at the indexes, generally they're exhausted, and there's not much room for them to go up. Yes, they can go up to certain resistance levels, like this can go up to until 24,060 even, but they're basically topping off, and I believe because of them topping off, sooner or later we are going to have a small basically pullback to reset the scales. So due to that, as I had said, I expect any move between 23,850 and 23,680 to break option buyers, be beneficial to option sellers. If we break 23,680, that's when option buyers will get a meaty move to 23,540 and can even go to 23,440. But most likely we will end up stopping around 23,540. On the upside, if we break 23,850, then any up move can go to 23,980 and 24,060, but I don't think once it goes there it can survive. Any up move to this will have to come down. Why I'm saying that is if we look at the MSCI rejig, which has been happening, stocks like HDFC, which are going to get a lot of inflow, have still not been able to perform. Stocks like Reliance, which are getting outflows, would naturally not perform, as Maruti, Reliance and all. But stocks, HDFC Bank is at the top of the inflow list for MSCI. And if you look at the HDFC Bank chart, it's flat as a ruler. It's literally a box range that is going nowhere. You can put a ruler at the top and put a ruler at the bottom for the resistance and support, and the basically candle wicks perfectly align with it. So if such an inflow is not able to basically drive up the juices in a stock like HDFC Bank, that means we are at roughly at the top, and I think a correction is due. I don't think it will be a big one because of the Fed announcement coming in September, but a pullback should come. So tomorrow for option selling, any up move above 23,850, if I'm going to play aggressive, then I will most likely sell calls above 23,850, as I'll be expecting it to go up and then come down. But I'll wait for it to try to ride up until the trend catcher, number one, shows, and number two, primarily, which I'm going to rely, is the volume build-up indicator, as I will want to see the bulls start tapering off. That happens, I will end up selling calls for a decline. On the other hand, if we stay within this range, then I will sell both calls and puts, but I'll be more cautious on the put sell side. This is as we can end up going down hard. So now to give a clear trade plan rather than waffling on, at open, I believe if you're aggressive, you can sell calls above 23,850. If you're cautious, you can go and sell calls above 23,900. So 24K and above basically for the FInNifty. On the put sells, I would not want to enter put sells early on in the day. This is as I believe any up move will end up coming back down, and the puts prices are going to then have to go up. So put sells will most likely I will enter only in the latter part of the day, and if we are holding this range, then I can I will be cautious and sell below 23,540. If we are holding above 23,850, then I will still technically be aggressive but also cautious at the same time, and I'll sell between below 23,730 to 23,680. So maybe 23,700 or 23,650 and below. So tomorrow I'm going to play very safe on the option sell side, because if we look at where the thing is, it might have one final up move, which then brings it down to a bit of reality and starts the flow. So it's something which has to be watched, and I think tomorrow the FInNifty will be guided more by the Nifty than the BANKNIFTY. This is all the indexes are sort of interdependent right now, and I think the Nifty is the one which is going to decide if it goes up, how much it goes up, if it goes down, how much it goes down. So anyone trading the FInNifty, you better watch the Nifty, as it's going to give the first information of what's going to happen in this index before even you see it in the charts of the FInNifty. So that's my trade plan. On the option buying side, as I said, I will only be looking at shorts. So I will not try to go long via option buys. Option sells, I will sell both sides, but calls in the earlier part of the day and puts in the latter part of the day. So that's my trading plan for FInNifty expiry. If you like the video, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification bell. Thank you.